I'm going to be reacting to The Witches, the new 2020 Witches trailer. I saw bits and pieces of the original movie when I was a kid, but I watched it as an adult for the first time all the way through, probably just a few months ago. Anything with Anjelica Huston, I absolutely love. I love her. The original... So the movies are based off of a 1983 Roald Dahl novel. And I don't know if this is like another example of the Mandela effect, and if you thought this too, you'll have to let me know. But I thought that the author's name was always Ronald Dahl. And as I was just kind of looking over everything before I started the video, I read that it's Roald Dahl. Like there's no N in it. It's not Ronald. It's like R-O-A-L-D or something like that. So my whole life has been a lie. So 1983 novel, and then it became a 1990 movie. I think it was meant to be a 1989 movie, and then something happened with the like distributing companies and it got shelved for a year. So it was a 1990 movie starring Anjelica Huston. Took place in 1980s England, and it's about a boy whose parents die. He goes to live with his grandmother. They go and take a little vacation at a hotel where there's a witches conference. Of course, it's under the guise of something else, but they're actually witches, and they're there to kind of like brainstorm and figure out how to get rid of children. I don't know if they eat them. I think they eat them, but like they hate children and they want to rid the world of children. So they come up with some kind of scheme about candy shops. And initially the movie was a critical success, but it didn't do well in the theaters. And Roald Dahl hated the movie because the ending was different from the book. So he wanted to completely distance himself from it. And Jim Henson worked on this movie. I think it was one of the last, if not the last movie that he worked on before he died. And I think that the author was going to take legal action against the movie, I guess, if they didn't take his name out of it. And then Jim Henson convinced him not to do that. And then the 2020 film is directed by Guillermo del Toro, who did Pan's Labyrinth, the Hobbit films, and scary stories to tell in the dark, which I think that's just a few of them. But I think, you know, his name is pretty like widely recognized. He's done a lot. And then the new movie is supposed to take place in 1960s Alabama, and it stars Anne Hathaway, which I like Anne Hathaway. And it's supposed to be, you're supposed to be able to stream it on HBO Max this month, October 2020. I don't have HBO Max, and I don't know that I would get the streaming service just so that I could watch this movie. I don't know if you can rent it on other platforms. If I can, then I'll do that and watch it and do a movie review. Otherwise, if you know me, you know how I feel about remakes. I think that this one is actually supposed to more closely follow the novel, so there might be something different about it because of that. Also, the lead actor is Black, and so that is something different and notable about it, and you know, a worthy reason to remake it. But generally, I don't like, it's weird. If a remake comes out of something that I love, that I originally loved, I'm normally very hesitant about it. Like I'm reserved, and I think that it's probably not going to be very good, but I usually will wind up at the same time, out of my love for the original, watching it and giving it a shot. But a lot of the times I just don't see the reason to remake a movie. I do want to actually review the original. I think that'd be a pretty cool video to do. And then at some point, it's, you know, you're gonna be able to watch it off of HBO Max, even if you can't initially. So at some point I will be able to watch it and maybe do a video comparing the 1990 version to the 2020 version. So I'm gonna go ahead and watch the trailer and then give my thoughts on the trailer. It just came out yesterday and I've avoided watching it so that I can have my genuine reaction on video. Here we go.
My story begins when I was a young boy.
You'll be comfy here in your mama's old room. I'd do anything for her to be here right now.
My eyes are really dry, so I'm gonna blink a lot.
Lady with a big heart. Little by little, she brought me out of my sadness. Now if you feel that you can't go on, darling, I didn't know it, but there was a dark shadow.
Oh, Chris Rock is narrating this. And Octavia Spencer, I think, is his grandmother. Is she old enough to be a grandmother? And what's the deal with, like, the mouth? Anne Hathaway's mouth. It's like it's cuts. When I saw pictures of her, it looked like she had, like, Kool-Aid mouth. But it looks like it's cuts. And she has a German accent, and Stanley Tucci is also in this.
I fear this is happening. Then here, that means a test is coming. Ladies, I have a plan. Andro, to transform a child into a mouse.
Whoa! Why are we mouses? Mice? Whatever. Grandma, it's me.
Yeah, she is a grandma. Because he just said, "Grandma, it's me." She does not look old enough to be a grandma.
Doesn't matter who you are or what you look like, as long as somebody loves you.
You wouldn't happen to be carrying around a mouse on your person, now would you?
A mouse. Why on earth would I be carrying around a mouse?
I don't know. I don't know how I feel about it because, like, it's a movie I've already seen, so like my initial reaction is just kind of like underwhelmed. Like, I mean, because like Anne Hathaway's great, but Anjelica Huston is iconic, and I just don't think that you can do better than she did in her role in the film. You know, I do like the change of having having a black actor for the boy and the grandmother, because I would agree there's not enough, or there's not a lot of, you know, classic movies or just movies in general that have leading black actors, and that is changing now, which is great. So I don't want to take away the importance of that, but I think I'm just underwhelmed in general by the trailer. And you know, I think that Anne Hathaway is a great actress, like I said, but I don't know. I always feel like she just tries too hard, and she's okay. I mean, she's not one of my favorites, but I don't dislike her. So, I don't know, just a little underwhelming, but like I said, if I can watch it off of HBO Max, because I don't have HBO Max, I would watch it just to compare it to the original. I already plan on reviewing the original and compare the two. So that's it. Give me your thoughts. If you agree with my thoughts on the trailer, What did you think of the original? Did you like the original? Do you love Anjelica Huston? Like, can we just all agree that she's amazing? And other than that, just like the video if you liked it, subscribe, comment, and I'll see you in my next trailer reaction video or whatever video is next.